Well, folks, from YouTube land, this is David Brown right here in West Virginia land, Bunker Hill to be exact. And as you can see, I'm shooting out the window right now. But as you can see, there's snow in the trees, snow on the ground, and it is 3/25/2014. It's still trying to snow. Trying, but not very hard. Snow all around on the ground. You know, they used to say that it wouldn't snow in March, but I've seen it snow in March. I've seen it snow in April. I've seen it snow in May. Shoot, I've even seen it snow in June. And I don't know, I just guess I want to rant for a little bit. Maybe not really so much, but I've never seen a time in history where we as a race complain so much about nature. I mean, what have we got against nature? I know a lot of people want to get out and get an early planting. Farmers want to get out and get into the crops and so forth. But I look at it this way: if you really want to get a head start on it, and you're able to afford it, that's the TV in the background, and that's the dog in the background. But if you really want to get a head start on everything and you can afford it, save up your money and buy yourself a small little backyard greenhouse so that you can, get in and out of it, and you can have certain plants growing. That's one way. But like I said, I've never seen a time in the history that the 47 years that I've been living, that I've seen so many people. Yes, I've complained in the past. God forgive me. But why must we complain about the very things that go on in, nature that we have essentially no control over? No control over, and I mean we have control over it to a degree, but why complain? Enjoy it. Enjoy the beauty. Enjoy the majesty. Enjoy the wonder and the handiwork of all that God has put upon this earth, or the Creator, or however you address Him. He is God, and He is the one who has the handiwork and so forth. But why complain about nature? I mean, it's nothing that we can do about it. I mean, okay, so it snowed, and I look at it this way: I think the more that we complain, I think the more snows we'll get, or the more terrible weather we'll get. And I know people are itching to do things, but like I said, maybe start a greenhouse. Get a greenhouse going, and get a greenhouse going. Good grief. Start plants indoors. Create you a little, make your own grow box or grow closet or something, to where you can begin to grow earlier. Grow something indoors. I mean, just something to take your mind off of the weather, and I know people complain about it, and we shouldn't. We really shouldn't complain about it. We shouldn't be bothered by it. I mean, Colorado gets snow, Canada gets snow, the United States gets snow. I mean, in places that they said that we don't get snow, it's snowed before, and it's got ice before, so I think we just need to enjoy it, and if you really don't like the weather, I mean, we can always travel and go to other warm destinations around the globe. I mean, there's tons of places that are warm that we can spend, 3 to 6 months out of the year, if need be, if you can afford to, you can go and visit there temporarily, and go back to your little place and where you live, So I just don't see the problem. Yes, sometimes it makes it a real annoyance because you're planning on going out that day or going somewhere to do something, and you got 5 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet of snow, and the roads aren't cleared yet, and so the schools are closed and the kids are home and they're being rowdy, and you need to get things done and so forth. I understand that, but it's just the whole fact that it sometimes, I guess, to people is an inconvenience. But we need to be like the ant. We need to be prepared for everything, preparing the spring and summer and fall for what's ahead in the winter, and have everything on hand, if need be, if can be, because we shouldn't have to rely upon man or mankind, just in case something like this were to occur, and you'd get 10 feet of snow and the power would go out or whatever. So, we don't think about preparing or prepping ahead of time or in any way or capacity. So I look at it as beautiful. I see the snow on the trees. Let me zoom in a little bit. The snow is on the trees, hanging on there. All of these wonders of the handiwork of God, and I don't see the problem. I really don't. Like I said, I used to complain about it, but I've learned to enjoy, the ride. And if we get another day or another week or another month of snow, what can I do about it? But enjoy it. And the more I enjoy it, the more it makes it more easier for me, and more livable, if you want to call it that, more livable, more doable, to be able to see the wonderment and the handiwork of God, and see the snow. Yeah, I know the sleet and the rain and all that comes with it, and fog, and you got all these things of nature, but don't complain about it. Let's just enjoy it. I see too many people on YouTube and Facebook, complaining, and I wonder to myself, if the Lord had His way, would He give us another month or 6 more months of snow just because we were mouthy and complain? I mean, reality. I mean, if you're not a born again Christian, or you're an atheist or whatever, I understand that you don't have any. You don't have the same beliefs as I do, and that's entirely up to you how you want to believe. But I don't think I should be squelched for believing the way I do, nor you should be squelched for believing the way you do. Nor we talk to one another and pass information, if you want to call it that, along to one another about our differences, as well as how I believe, and how things are, and you feel how you believe and how things are. So this is how I believe, and this is how I feel things are, and I stand by that, and it's fine if you stand by yours as well. So this is nature. We can't do nothing about it. Yes, I'm pretty sure that man has some kind of handiwork in parts of it, but still, and all in all, it was first created by God, and man just made it a little bit bigger, a little bit messier, if you want to call it that, than probably it would have been, or should have been, or could have been, and it may have gotten out of control, or it may have gotten under control, whatever the case may be. But all in all, it's still nature. It's still God. It's still snow. It's still rain. It's still whatever it may be. I know when I first moved to Arizona, I mean, it was 100 and some degrees down there. It is, and everybody says, "Oh, it's not. It doesn't have all the humidity." Yeah, it's true, but it's a dry heat. It's still warm. You still notice it. It's still, it still unnerves a whole lot of people, and you still sweat and so forth. So let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy all that's around us, and all that the wonderment of all that of it is and will be and shall be. Because tomorrow you and I may not be here. Things could change. People. And it's sad that people do die, and things happen, but I choose to believe that I'm going to live out the days of my life that's been given to me and acknowledged to me from God. And but there are people dying each day, and they don't get to see the next sunrise, or they don't get to see the next sunset, and they don't get to see the next snowfall, they don't get to hear the next raindrop, and they don't get to see the things. And we need to, we need to be better about that, better stewards of our words, and all the things that that's been given to us. I just wanted to put this video out here and let you know that, yeah, it snowed once again up here in Bunker Hill, West Virginia. I'm happy about it. Some folk aren't, and that's okay. I'm happy about it, and I thank God for another day to see His handiwork and all that He's done. And no, I didn't go out today other than going and walking around the yard and taking our dog out and letting him run around, but, you know, didn't drive anywhere, and that's okay. Didn't need to, you know. Didn't need to. So I do thank you all for watching and for listening, and comment, like, subscribe, and yes, I am shooting out the window just because I didn't want to stand outside and get cold, and hopefully it's a clear picture, and it's not really moving around too much because I don't want to catch the little bars in the screen. So, and as you can see, there's one right there, little segments of it. So just letting you see some of the things that happen right here in Bunker Hill, West Virginia. The snow, and if it's snowing in your place, be happy about it. Be happy about it. So, for David Brown right here in Bunker Hill, West Virginia, and for the snow and everything, hey, enjoy it, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Bye for now.